As I recollect, the first place that we lived was on Wall Street off of Broadway in North St. Louis. It was a yellow brick bungalow, and we lived right across the street from the old Gast Brewery. I remember the smell of the hops and all the stuff in the brewery. And whenever I went downtown and went past the Anheuser-Busch brewery, it could smell all that, and it brought back memories of that Gast brewery, which has since been tore down many years ago. This little yellow brick house is where I lived until I was about 5 years old, and we moved over to the apartment on Riverview.
And who did you live here with?
861 Wall Street. My mom and dad. I guess when I was born, they must have lived here. And when I was born, I don't remember too much about this period, you know.
Except the beer.
Yeah, we'd go down to, I guess we'd walk down to Broadway here, and there was a tavern down here, and we'd go in that tavern, and they'd drink beer, and I'd eat pretzels. Now this row of apartments here, keep going there. The one up here on, let's see, the third one from the end of the street here, that one there with the little portico in the front. I lived there when I was 5 or 6 years old. That was right at the beginning of World War II. I remember being in that apartment when the notice came that the Japanese had bombed Pearl Harbor. This house right here, my grandfather built, and we have a lot of pictures of this house. About 1936, I think. And I lived there from the time I was about, I guess, 9 until I was 15 when Pop built the house on Orchid Avenue. Yeah, we had goldfish in that fish pond all year, and I put a couple of frogs in there from the dime store, and they got about that big. And I guess they just ran out of room or something and expired, but I was always kind of proud of those big turtles I had in there. And at one time...
Frogs or turtles?
Hmm?
You
frogs
said frog.
or turtles?
Oh, I'm sorry, frog. Yeah, turtles.
Turtles.
Yeah.
So when we went to pick a church, Pete had gone to this church. None of them went to church, but they sent him to Sunday school. And you might want to tell what you did.
Well, that little place over there, that little chicken and waffles place, that used to be a confectionery. And when I go to Sunday school, I was supposed to go to Sunday school, and Granny, my grandmother, would give me, you know, maybe 50 cents or something to put in the offering plate. But I ended up on that confectionery instead of going to Sunday school and playing the pinball machine, and I got caught at it, and that didn't make my grandfather too happy. I got dressed down for that real good.
And how old were you then?
Oh, I must have been about 9, maybe 9 or 10.